Hello, welcome to Postcolonial Space. I'm Masood Raja, and today I just briefly want to talk about as to how this YouTube channel came to be and what it means to me and what your presence in my life means to me. So the channel came to be, I would say, accidentally. And what do I mean by it? I had uploaded a few videos back in 2010, some animated videos which I was able to upload. There was a program called Extra Normal which allowed me to make educational videos, and they're still available on the channel. And then I never really just worked on YouTube or decided to upload any videos or any materials on YouTube. But then last year I was doing a lot of lectures through Skype and other media, especially for students and scholars in Pakistan. So one week we were planning to do a Skype lecture and it didn't work. So I had to go and figure out how to arrange the lecture, so I learned about Google Hangouts. So I used Google Hangouts, and to use Google Hangouts Air, then you had to link it to your YouTube account. But then sadly, pretty soon Google Hangouts was eliminated by Google, so I had to look for another alternative, and that's when I found Streamyard, which had stepped in to give the live streaming tools to people instead of Google Hangout on the air. And that's what launched me into putting more materials on my channel, because for Streamyard 2 to live stream, you have to either use Facebook or your YouTube account, and I used the YouTube account. But what I didn't realize was that YouTube would save the lecture. So when I went into my YouTube account and I looked at live stream, there it was, the first lecture that I delivered using Streamyard already saved. So it was a no-brainer for me to then share it, and to share it, I made it live and I made it open, and that is what started me thinking. And I had no editing tools then. I didn't know how to edit a video. I have no idea about editing, uploading, and all that stuff. So that's what got me thinking that maybe I should make more educational videos pertinent to my field of study and literary studies, and start posting them on YouTube so that more people can benefit from them. That's how this channel came to be, and I started regularly posting. Now, another thing that I would like to share here is that when I started doing that, I was going through some really, hard time in my professional life, right? Because of my views, political and others, I realized that I felt increasingly isolated, right? Other than my students and a few colleagues that I'm in solidarity with, pretty much a lot of people had kind of sidelined me, and it became very obvious to me. So in a way then, making these videos and sharing them with you actually became kind of not just an act of interaction with you, but a redemptive act in itself, something that started sustaining me, right? And that is what I teach my students too. If your efforts are stymied here, find another community, right? Another group of people who would listen to you, who will interact with you. So pretty quickly then, YouTube and these interactions with you, indirect as they are, became something that weren't just being done for you, but that became sustaining instances for me. I mean, think of it. If you're feeling isolated or sidelined, and you do a live webinar on post-colonial studies, and you look at the people who have joined you, and they are from Spain, Morocco, Kenya, Nigeria, right? Pakistan, India, And that is what invigorates you, because it's like, here are people who, they don't know me, they have never interacted with me, but they have taken the time to log in and listen to me speak to them about literature or about something else, right? So increasingly what I realized was that even though in my existential life, as I interacted with other people, I was feeling maybe isolated or stymied in my efforts, there was a whole world out there, right, people with whom I could commune, with whom I could share, whatever little I know. But more importantly, you all are the people, right, who give me great ideas through your comments. There are so many things that I've gone and read or reread and then recorded a lecture on because someone pointed it out or someone posted a question about it. So not only am I using this medium to sustain myself spiritually, right, and to share my ideas with you, it is also enabling me to learn more, right, and to become a better scholar and a better teacher. So think of that. I mean, most of the times when we think about YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter, we don't really realize that these media don't just enable us to get in touch with each other. They can be, if used correctly, they can be deeply self-sustaining. They can also be media through which we learn about others, but also about ourselves, right? So I thought, I do all these videos, educational and sometimes political, and I get a lot of feedback from you, right? A lot of love from you. But I thought I should take a few moments to let you know that this is not words in the air, right? What I say and record and share with you matters to you because maybe it allows you to understand a thing differently. Maybe it, makes you think a little about your work, your scholarly work, but also about the world. But more importantly, and this is absolutely necessary for me to let you know, is that your interactions, your interest in any video that I post, a little comment here, a response over there, they absolutely mean a lot to me, emotionally, spiritually, but also as a scholar, because sometimes I get questions that I myself have no clue about how to answer. So that then encourages me to go and read up, to go and understand, and then sometimes I try to record and answer those questions. So this whole experience of the last year, I know you've all enjoyed it, but it has been a great experience for me, a growing experience for me, but also a sustaining experience for me. I mean, think of it this way. When I started seriously working and recording, lectures, my first major series was Postcolonial Concepts. This channel had 83 subscribers. Now, I don't even know why they had subscribed because I had never posted anything since 2010. And now we are almost reaching 7,000 subscribers. And these are people who come and watch the videos, share them with other people, show them in their classes, right? And it has become possible not simply because I sit in front of this camera and record these, but because I get recognition back from you. Remember, self is always constituted through the gaze of the other. And so I just wanted to take these few moments to thank all of you and to let you know that your presence in my life is not perfunctory. It's not insignificant. Actually, where I am professionally and what I do scholastically and politically, your support, other than, people who are close to me and my family and my wife, your support is absolutely crucial to what I do, because you have no reason to tell me that you liked my video. You don't owe me anything. So anytime you comment on a video or pose a question or share it with someone else, it's an act of acknowledgement from you to me. It's an act of recognition. And that means a lot to me personally, but that means a lot to anyone in the world. Like, we all are human, conscious animals, people, whatever you want to call us, but we all seek that recognition from the other. So, not to belabor the point, but I just wanted to say, other than the educational videos or political videos, that this relationship that I have with you, or that you have with me, and this gift that you give me every single day by recognizing my efforts, it is spiritually sustaining, and it is extremely important to me. And I am really and deeply grateful for your support. Thank you so much. I will be back with some other video on some other topic of interest to you. Until then, I hope you all stay safe in this pandemic. Take care of yourselves, your families, your friends. Be compassionate to others. And as always, from me to you, thank you and peace and love.